Hey guys, it's Julia Pierce with Plumline Productions, and I am going to start speaking about my experiences in the Chattahoochee Judicial Circuit. And I'm going to start with the Municipal Court of Muscogee County, since that's where most complaints go, unless they are criminal in nature. In October of 2016, a citizen from another state came to Columbus, Georgia, and alleged that I was phone harassing her and filled out an application for a warrant for my arrest. And what I found interesting about this application for the warrant for my arrest is no evidence needed to be presented to the municipal court in order to take out this application for the warrant for my arrest. And I received this notice through the United States Postal Service with a summons to appear on November 8th, 2016 to answer for the charges of phone harassment. Now, I knew that I had not done what this person was saying that I did, and I had all of the evidence to support it, but I did not have knowledge of court procedure or how to respond, or even had the money to hire an attorney. But honestly, I thought by going there, once I was given a defense, I could prove that what she was saying was wrong. And I had two witnesses that were there to testify that, in fact, she was doing what she was accusing me of doing. I remember calling up to the municipal court clerk's office and asking them why I was not properly served with the appearance request or even the process of service to state that I needed to appear in court. To which the court clerk basically said, I can't talk to you, I won't talk to you. If you read the letter, then you'll know that I'm not supposed to speak with you. And I was kind of perturbed because all I was asking was, why wasn't this served by a sheriff? Now, additionally, when that application for warrant for my arrest was applied for by the citizen, I also received a threatening phone call to my phone the night that that citizen was in town. On November 8th, when I showed up to court, my case was heard before Judge Tillery, who in 2019 passed away. And what I found interesting is no matter how many allegations that this citizen had made, she was unable to prove or give any evidence to Judge Tillery that would establish probable cause for my arrest. I remember asking the bailiff several times, when am I going to be able to present a defense? And I was told several times that I would get my opportunity to do so. So I guess whenever she realized that she was not going to be able to prove that I did anything, she became desperate. Now, at the time, she introduced a manipulated version of a conversation on the internet, and because I did not know that I could object to the introduction of that evidence, she used that evidence, and the judge awarded the arrest warrant and set $40,000 on me to bond out of jail. And I was taken into custody. Now, Judge Tillery did not hear my two witnesses, but as the citizen traipsed off to get her award, the judge remembered that I had the 2 witnesses. And so when they went to go get her and bring her back in, my husband and my mother were the witnesses that gave testimony to Judge Tillery. And he actually found probable cause to arrest her as well. So she was taken into custody. He ended up reducing my bond from $40,000 to $5,000, and we were both taken back to begin the process of intake. Now, some things to take note of during this process is I was not given a defense. I was not mirandized, and initially the judge was willing to set $40,000 as bond for first time offense of phone harassment, which is a misdemeanor, which kind of seems like cruel and unusual punishment for excessive bail fines. And what was also interesting is the bailiffs that had taken both of us under arrest were very confused and said they had never seen a case where both the plaintiff and the defendant were arrested for the same charge. Now, I was told that I would be awarded her arrest as well, and I honestly don't remember if I had to sign anything, but I know there's a lot of documentation missing from our court cases. And so, according to my previous video, I was in the Muscogee County Jail for the rest of that day and overnight until my arraignment the next morning. And what I found really interesting is that they allowed her to be taken in on the faith-based floor, and I was put into the violent crimes population. Additionally, all of the court officials and deputies were told to keep us separate. However, as we were waiting for our arraignments, they put us both in the same holding cell. We were in there with other women too, some of those women that I was discussing in my previous video. And I will say that this citizen put on the crocodile tears and I guess tried to get the attention away from all of these girls who were talking to me about the things that I was experiencing. And it was a little bit of an interesting show to where I pretty much just told her, like, all of this would have just been avoided had she done the right thing. So I was amazed when she went out for her arraignment, and one of the girls who was already out there came back and said that she pleaded guilty to phone harassment. But when I went out to make my pleading at my arraignment, I requested public defense. And at the time, Christopher Bierman was the public defender there. And he told me that he couldn't help me because he was there for anyone who needed a public defender, and that he couldn't really give me advice as to what to do. So, not being given a defense, not mirandized, and no public defender, I pleaded innocent, and my husband posted bond for me, and I was set free, and my case was turned over to state court. Here is the description of what she alleged. Here's how my summons arrived. You can see that above in the envelope that it came in. Here's the bond. Here's where my husband took out a title loan for my bond. Stay tuned for my state court experience. And make sure to visit me on Plumline Productions on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Bye!